Welcome to Perfect Word Media. My name is J. Monroe Johnson, and today is Monday, June the 8th, 2026. I'm standing in front of what we term the $1 billion retail outlet development deal, located directly in front of the Monroe compound, located at 10745 United States Highway 431 South. That's the Monroe compound at 10745 United States Highway 431 South, Albertville, Alabama, 35950, USA. Folks, I've got some bad news and it's going to hurt. In Marshall County, Alabama, USA, the satanic, cultish Marshall County judges conspire with the bankers to commit multi-million-dollar bank land theft crimes. Now, this is after the Supreme Court of Alabama, in case number 1051726, Federal Credit Incorporated versus Greg Fuller. See, that's an attorney's son. The attorney's name is Dale Fuller. His son, Greg Fuller, was the fall guy and extorted my family, the Leonard Skinner family of Northeast Alabama, as my brother, Damon Rogers Johnson, is the lead guitarist for the greatest Southern rock band of all time, Leonard Skinner, known for iconic Southern rock songs, most notably Sweet Home Alabama. Folks, the Supreme Court of Alabama ruled unanimously in that $5 million extortion scheme to stop the Marshall County Sheriff's Department from sending armed deputies to illegally confiscate this property with an illegal jury-tampered verdict. They returned to the scene of the crime. That's the judges of Marshall County. 7 years later, in 2018, and began killing my family, stressing my family to death in a $15 million deadly real estate theft scheme. They hijacked the jury, a 12-member jury, in the $5 million extortion case, and then they hijacked a bank mortgage in the $15 million bank land theft scheme. The primary 11 unindicted co-conspirators are, number one, Marshall County Circuit Judge Timothy Francis Riley. Number two, Marshall County District Judge Mitch Floyd. Number three, Marshall County Sheriff Phil Sims. Number four, mob boss realtor mayor Tracy Honey, Albertville City. Number five, line city lawyer Jim Carnes, Albertville City. Number six, police chief thief Carty, Albertville City. Number seven is Liberty Bank President Chris Bailey of Albertville, Alabama. Number eight is Cadence Bank former Vice President Margaret Lacey of Gunnersville, Alabama. Then you've got chiropractic Dr. John Allen Smith that essayed me April 15th, 2019, when all this began. This 15 deadly multi-million-dollar theft scheme whereby they targeted my family for theft again. That's the Marshall County officials and the Albertville City officials, the corrupt ones. They targeted us for our land after they were stopped targeting us for $5 million cash. Number 10 is Alabama Attorney General Stephen Troy Marshall, and number 11 is Alabama Governor Kay Ivey. And both the governor and the attorney general are guilty by way of tacit approval. Notice right there goes Albertville City. They pulled over in the median and then they decided to go on down the highway in the northbound lane. Folks, I ask you to contact the FBI with any information regarding this deadly multi-million-dollar land theft crime. And I ask you to pray for these conniving land thieves. It is a group of professional psychopathic killer thieves. The modern day Ku Klux Klan. And as outrageous as that may initially sound, it's actually true. They're radical religious zealots that attempt to justify the unjustifiable. They slander. They emotionally and financially rape people. And they kill people for cash, cars, land, and revenge. And in this case, the revenge is related to the Supreme Court of Alabama ruling to stop their $5 million extortion scheme. Again, they returned to kill my family, and they killed our chief financial officer, Brother Chappell. You want to be in the video? Okay, right here, son. This young man is walking down Highway 431. What would you like to say?
I just moved
loud and clear.
I just moved here from South Carolina. What is this right here?
You just moved here from South Carolina.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any idea are you aware this is Klan country?
No, sir.
Yeah, the Ku Klux Klan runs Marshall County.
Okay.
And that is, in essence, Southern criminal officialdom. It's when the judges and the sheriff and the mayor conspire with bankers and attorneys to commit theft against innocent tax-paying civilians. So beware.
Yes, sir.
You're in Klan country. That's Klan, the modern day KKK, Northeast Alabama. What brought you to Marshall County from
South Carolina.
South Carolina?
Cheaper living.
Cheaper living.
Yeah, I was paying about $1,800 a month for a 2-bed, 2-bath, and I live
$1,800 a month for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Okay.
And now I live off of 75, going up towards Geraldine.
Okay, you live off of Highway 75 north, going toward Geraldine, Alabama.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's DeKalb County.
I have a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, and I'm only paying $1,200 a month.
Okay.
And it's a lot cheaper.
Okay, it's a lot cheaper, but you know, you have to factor in one of the reasons that it is cheaper is you live in Klan country.
I've never seen Ku Klux Klan before, so I don't know anything about it, to be real.
Okay, well, just be aware that owning real property in Marshall County could cost you your life. See, as your mortgage almost pays off, that's when the officials may decide to target you in order to create unjust forced bank foreclosure so that they can steal the property. They do this in bank land theft conspiracies. That's the state officials the city officials, the bankers, and other officials and corporate executives in Marshall County.
So can I ask you, why do you have your flags upside down?
Okay, yes, I'm glad you asked that. The flags are currently being flown upside down as a distress signal, and that is in the American Flag Code. If you are in threat of unjustly losing your life and or your property, your real property, you are to fly the American flag upside down as a distress signal to other good faith, patriotic Americans.
Got you.
Veterans, most veterans are aware of that. It's in the United States Flag Code, and you can Google that to confirm that. Any other statement, question, or concern?
No, I was just asking why you had them upside down.
Right. Well, see, notice how that works. It gets attention, and then you find out. The American flags are flown upside down in accordance with the American Flag Code. When you're in threat of losing your life and or property unjustly, you are to fly the American flag upside down as a distress signal. Do you see the development project going on across the highway with the three large buildings? That's Super Target, Academy Sports and Outdoors, and other retail facilities being built over there.
Are they trying to take your building?
That when the corrupt officials were aware, when the corrupt officials of Marshall County and Albertville City were aware of that development deal going in front of this 2-acre corner lot, they were aware of it secretly for 5 years. They set out to create a financial crisis against my family. Our mortgage here was almost paid off. So they conspired with our bankers and actually killed our chief financial officer. They stressed him to death, a World War II war-disabled Navy veteran that was pleading to the corrupt officials for his very life. We didn't understand why they were attacking us, sabotaging us, slandering us, vicious slander and violent sabotage. We know now, and this is in court. All the accusations that I say will be proven in court. It is a shame and a disgrace. It is authoritarian rule. It's criminal tyranny.
How much money is owed?
You don't want to be on camera? Okay.
How much money is owed for it?
How much money is owed? That's in a lawsuit right now. It was almost paid off.
That's crazy.
Okay, let me say this. You pay 25 years on $1 million mortgage. That's a 30-year mortgage.
It's like
It's under $200,000 balance. And what you don't know is the corrupt officials are aware your property's about to be worth a fortune. So they go to your banker, and your banker says, I'll give you the property for free. Put them into foreclosure. So they start slandering you, planting drugs on you, planting illegal weapons on you, sabotaging your income, your life.
That's crazy.
Telling the public that you are a threat to that you're a tremendous threat to the community, when you know what you actually are, a tremendous financial attraction to the conniving land thieves.
That's crazy. He's called under that shit.
Okay, one more time. This young man doesn't mind being on camera. What did you say?
I said you caught on to it.
I caught on to it, yes sir. Hey folks, this has gone on 8 years. This has gone on 8 years.
So my question-
It's a deadly multi-million-dollar land theft scheme by the judges of Marshall County. They're involved in this, Judge Floyd and Judge Riley. And now this is after the Supreme Court of Alabama ruled unanimously to stop the same courthouse from extorting us for $5 million in a 12-member illegal jury-tampered verdict. They were threatening to send armed deputies up here to this property to illegally confiscate it in a frivolous lawsuit, in a $5 million frivolous lawsuit with a jury-tampered verdict, and the Supreme Court ruled unanimously to stop them. They waited 7 years and began killing my family to steal our land after the Supreme Court stopped them trying to steal $5 million cash in a frivolous lawsuit. That's the real Marshall County. That's the real Albertville City. Owning land in Marshall County could cost you your life. when you're almost paid off on your mortgage, they're coming for what you got. And look at this, your banker is telling them that that the banker is saying you, the taxpayer, trusted the banker with your mortgage, and she's gonna sell you out. She's gonna stab you in the back. And and look at Cadence Bank, Gunnersville. And the former vice president, Margaret Lacey, lost her job over this. And notice this, once it starts, it has a snowball effect. It gains momentum. Why? The banker says, kill this family and I'll give you $15 million. Kill them. Kill the whole family. Kill their business, and if you have to, kill them, and I will give you $15 million. The banker is promising to pay for your murder with your land because the banker holds the mortgage. Look at that. Unthinkable. Unthinkable. Now, this is after the Supreme Court stopped them in a $5 million extortion scheme.
How long have you known that they were going to do this?
Good question. It was on the Alabama television news in 2024, July 20th, 2024, and they started this in the end of 2018. We didn't understand why they wanted our property so badly. And then notice this, these traffic lights right there, those traffic lights, they add millions of dollars. Did you hear that? They knew these traffic lights were going to be installed directly in front of this 2-acre corner lot. So they said, kill the whole family and put the property into foreclosure. That's what they did to my family. Call the FBI if you have any information regarding this deadly multi-million-dollar land theft scheme by the judges and the sheriff and the mayor and the chief of police and the city attorney and bankers and lawyers.
It was nice.
God bless you, son. This about. God bless you. Take care. Stay safe. And only think good thoughts.